episode 3.
Smooth criminal.
Basically, in episode 3, he's just like, y'all are cyberpunks, and you're like, yeah. And then they do a job, and then he kind of succeeds, but they all mess up. He doesn't do anything wrong, but the rest of them mess up.
Yeah.
And they steal some dude's car, and then friggin' Giancarlo Esposito's like, how dare you? And then Maine's like, bruh, tell me what we're doing. And he's like, no. And then leaves. And then... But they have a party, and it's great music. I want to say, before we get to the end, like, this whole soundtrack is fucking amazing.
Oh, it's such
it's really good.
The synth.
Yo, how weird is it to hear that guy's voice though on an anime character? So weird. I was like, is that him? I was like, oh, that's. I mean, his voice is great. It's just strange. He's such a Breaking Bad character for me, or like Mandalorian.
And they picked the perfect character for his voice.
Yeah.
He's that was I was
Shady
when I
guy.
heard it, I'm like, yo. I was like, yo, wait, no way they got that, and then they did. They spent a lot of money, honestly.
Yeah.
It must have, bro.
Oh, you finished episode 3?
I mean, basically they did the job, and then they.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
They succeeded, kind of, but they failed.
Yeah.
And then Faraday got mad at them, and then Maine's like, "Shut your mouth." And then he's like, "All right, lay low, and then we'll wait for the future."
Yeah, this episode is this one. So this third episode, this is when I'm like, okay, I am gonna like this because like last episode, Maine just came off as like some dickhead that just cared about his like he seemed to just care about the money, his products, the mission, boom. But like this episode, you really. He is really a father figure for David in the sense of just like the mission. He gives him a couple tips, says, listen, you can't live this life and rely on others, which is kind of hilarious. Obviously by the end of the show we learn that. But he's like, listen, I don't want you to like go off and die with thinking that.
Yeah.
You got to be your own man. And you have to do it. So I really started liking Maine. I liked all the characters, but Maine really stood out in this episode, and I think obviously David liked that.
Yeah, that's a couple of things I liked about this episode too. Is the first one was Maine is finally starting to get like buddy with him and everyone, and you get to see like, oh, this guy's actually like he's really cool to like be friends with and be working under kind of thing, and also like. Him using his mechanical wear when he was driving, that was interesting.
Oh, that was cool.
And he's like driving against traffic, and he's just like. But yeah, very very good scene.
That's another thing I only noticed in the second watch through. This guy used it a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Over and over again to like move through traffic and stuff.
Oh
also,
yeah.
This is a question I have. The tiger claws in this episode, they also spoke Japanese.
Yes.
In the
Yes.
sub?
Yes, they did. Which I was like. This is where the dub is better because they were hilarious in the dub because you were just like you're hearing English, all these different type of accented English, and then you just see these these samurai motorcycle people start speaking Japanese, and it was hilarious. I'm like, this is great. But yeah, they spoke Japanese in both.
That's a benefit that the dub has is like, especially in the game too.
Yeah.
Like, they have a lot of like different like racial and cultural groups.
Oh yeah.
They all speak different languages and they speak their language like in the game. But like when it's Japanese, everyone just speaks Japanese.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the first time you get the Maine at the end where he's like, I pay everyone my fair share, bro. Don't trust no one in the city. Don't like use this as a crutch. Like you gotta protect yourself. This is literally Maine being like, all right, Gloria was like a good friend of mine. You're Gloria's kid. Like I'm like taking it upon myself to basically make sure.
Like mentor you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is when I should have known it was gonna turn south.
I told Steph, my girlfriend, first episode, there's a line that Gloria says, I want you to be the top of thing, and I'm like, in my head I didn't say nothing yet. I'm like, okay, there it is. And then with Maine, I'm like, we never saw his real dad, and here's his dad. So it's coming, right? So that's why I was thinking too, and that's exactly what Andre was saying. Like this is where I'm like, okay, they're taking anime tropes, but they're executing it so good that like it's not generic in that way. But yeah, no, I don't know. Also, the guy with the long arms freaked me out the whole time. Like, yeah, bro. I was like, yo, if he ever grabbed me, like he'd be across the room and go like this. and you'd be like, "Yo, relax, man." He was hilarious though.
Yeah,
He was.
Yeah, he was funny as hell.
Pilar, and then this is also the episode that Rebecca gets introduced.
Yeah, Rebecca.
The reason why I make us specific is she's
the lolly mustache.
Just let's just say her and Rem have a lot in common. But anyways,
dude, there's a more lolly character than Rem in that anime.
What happened?
There's a more lolly character than Rem in the anime. The one that's actually a lolly.
I'm not talking.
No, he's talking about how she should have. Oh my god! God damn it! He's talking about like who should have won.
Honestly, I thought you got your lollies mixed up, bud.
I would like to say I didn't expect that from you, but I expected that from you.
Also, I will say they made like such a specific thing where the Ripper Doc's like, "Yo, only use the Sandy maximum 3 times."
The guy used 8.
He's like, "How about 10?" Immediately after, bro. This guy starts driving. He's like, just over and over and over again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Anyways, I like that, and this is when we get like little inklings of him being like, of Maine being a chrome junkie.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't like. We knew he was gonna go Cyberpunk basically at this because he's like, he puts it above all. He's telling David, he's like, "Yo, you gotta get more chrome. You gotta do this. You gotta get chrome. Makes you stronger. Investment in yourself. Blah blah blah." He's always saying this is where we get the little like seed planted.
Yeah. David also says, "No, I'll take you." No, he didn't say that. Never mind. Next later episode. Got you. Sorry.